Hey everyone, this is Capricorn. Today I will be discussing the real reasons why Capricorns are emotionally distant. Despite what others may think, Capricorns have an extremely fragile heart. And I can definitely say this is one of the reasons why Capricorns hide a lot of our emotions, and a real good reason why Capricorns find ourselves being emotionally distant from people. It's honestly just a defense mechanism. Just to put it point blank, straight to the point, being this way for Capricorns is just a defense mechanism. More times than not, if a Capricorn is being this way towards you, or you feel like the Capricorn is emotionally distant when it comes to your relationship that you have with them, we have more than likely felt some type of hurt by opening up to somebody in the past. And the one thing about a Capricorn is once we've learned from our mistakes, we don't make those mistakes again. So it's not always the best, it's not always right, but sometimes Capricorns will have to take that extensive amount of time to actually get to know you and know your true intentions before we feel comfortable enough to let you into our space and let you into our inner mind and what we're thinking and become more emotionally available to you. Capricorns do not like feeling vulnerable, and we will protect ourselves at all costs, even if that means blocking you out of our life or just completely cutting you off, or you get in the sense that we are being emotionally distant, which if you feel that way about a Capricorn, more than likely you are right. Capricorns are natural introverts. We are a sign who genuinely do not mind spending time with ourselves. We are amongst the zodiac signs who actually like our own company. And we don't have to be surrounded by people in order to feel whole or to feel like we have it all together. Capricorns are okay with being in our own space and in our own thoughts by ourselves. Like, we're fine with that. We have no issue with going into our shell and retreating and getting our mind right and getting in the right headspace. So these are the times where Capricorns will definitely seem more emotionally distant when it comes to being in relationships or wanting to be around people. Our necessity for solitude outweighs everything else. Our necessity for solitude can definitely come off as us being detached from everything and everyone, but is honestly just a process that Capricorns go through. And we are known as being the zodiac sign who is cold-hearted or who is detached. And I won't necessarily say that Capricorns are cold-hearted, but we do guard our heart. We just know that there's a time and place for everything, and not every situation requires us to be emotionally available. Sometimes we need that energy for ourselves, and those who love us, love us. Those who understand us, and those who don't want to take the time out to get to know the true Capricorn will not take that time, and they will never truly know who we are to the core. Capricorns don't do anything on purpose to hurt others. Most of the time, people are just going through their own internal battles, and how they're acting or not reacting to you has nothing to do with you. It's more about them. So I just think that in general, everybody needs to have a bit more understanding with everyone. And this is not just a zodiac sign thing. This is a people thing. Just have more compassion and more empathy for people around you. And people having the lack of empathy or understanding is honestly one of the reasons why Capricorns will emotionally detach, because not everyone will value your feelings and your opinions and how you are going about dealing with your own things. And so instead of being vulnerable and just having egg on our face, Capricorns would rather just keep to ourselves and keep that in and just deal with it ourselves. Everybody needs that time where they can just go out and hide and clear their mind and sort out the dealings of their life, because at the end of the day, and I've learned this, nobody is going to come save you. And so if you need to detach from the world, and if you need to emotionally just be to yourself, do that. Get yourself together and focus on you. And honestly, Capricorns get some of our best thinking and our creative juices start to flow when we are in solitude, when we are able to isolate ourselves and just be in the moment and have that time to just empty out our brains. That is what a Capricorn loves to do. So you may think that a Capricorn is being emotionally distant or cold to you when in fact we are just recharging ourselves. Capricorns are the kings and queens of being in charge of our emotions. If we are in a situation where we don't feel comfortable or we don't think things are going to turn out the way that we want to, Capricorns will retreat. It's a defense mechanism. If we feel like we are going to be taken out of our character or into a space that we will not like, Capricorns will emotionally detach from that situation. So one of the major reasons why Capricorns may seem emotionally distant is our natural instinct to be in charge of our emotions. You will rarely see a Capricorn in a space where we are just angry or we let our emotions overtake us or we're acting out of character. This is something that you will rarely see from a Capricorn. Capricorns know how to shut off our emotions in order to act mature throughout any situation. And this is one of the main reasons why Capricorns will detach. Capricorns do not like acting out of character. We do not like embarrassing ourselves. We do not like embarrassing the people around us. So if we feel like we're being put into a situation that is not the best for us, we will emotionally attach and we will detach from the world. Like, that is something that a Capricorn does not ever want to do. We never want to have the feeling of not being in control of ourselves and our emotions. If we allow situations or other people to bring us to that point, honestly, Capricorns will feel like we have failed. And that is something that we do not want to do. And like I said earlier, Capricorns do not like egg on our face and we don't like being vulnerable. So if we're able to prevent any of that, we will do it. And like I said, Capricorns do not like being embarrassed. So if we do have to emotionally detach from something, that is what we will do. And the last real reason why Capricorns may seem emotionally distant is the fact that Capricorn may just not have figured out a way to slow themselves down. And what I mean by this is when a Capricorn is lasered focused on our goals, or we see something that is worthwhile that we want to pursue, Capricorns can have a hard time pulling ourselves away from that thing once we are locked in. Now, it may take a Capricorn a while to figure out our passions or to find our footing in life, but once we do, Capricorns will put it above almost everything else. So I'm not necessarily saying that this is a good thing that a Capricorn does, but this video was about the real reasons why Capricorns are emotionally distant. And this is definitely one of the reasons why. And it's just important for Capricorns to be able to find balance in life. And I can say the more that a Capricorn grows, the more a Capricorn figures out this balance and is able to put everything into perspective and know that you don't have to always be emotionally distant to get things done or to protect yourself. So Capricorns definitely are a sign who gets better with time and who is able to evolve. So the tendency that a Capricorn will act like this in the older age or when they mature is less likely than when they are younger and still learning and, still trying to find their footing. So give Capricorns a break. Yes, Capricorns have the tendency to be emotionally distant or to cut ourselves off sometimes, but this is just something that a Capricorn will have to learn to balance out and know that there is way more to life than just cutting yourself off and being emotionally unavailable to people, because you need people in this life. And I think that Capricorns realize that the older that we get. So it's not all bad with Capricorns, and the people who actually take the time out to get to know us know how warm-hearted we can be and how emotionally available that we can be when we're actually into somebody and we're not so emotionally unavailable. All right, guys. So down below, I do want to know, what are some of the real reasons why you feel like Capricorns kind of detach from people and the world sometimes? And what are some of the reasons why you feel like Capricorns may have the tendency to be emotionally unavailable? I really want to hear what you guys have to say. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and you'll be sure to hear from me soon. All right, bye-bye.
Make it easy, but I'm worth the while. All that I tired.